Have you ever felt like you're living life half asleep? Each morning, the alarm blares. You reach for your phone, scroll through a flood of meaningless posts and glamorous snapshots of others' lives, then drag yourself out of bed feeling inexplicably tired. You step into the day not with excitement, but with resignation. But maybe what's exhausting you isn't your job or a heavy life. It's that you haven't paused to remember who you are or what you're living for. In a world full of noise and distractions, the most precious thing isn't time or money. It's awareness. It's the ability to stop, take a deep breath, and realize you get to choose how you live. Not someone else, not your circumstances. You. If you could hear just one thing each day, a reminder to live more deeply, steadily, and peacefully, let this video be that whisper. Not a shout to force you to change, but a gentle call from within, awakening the strong, clear part of you that's been there all along. If you're ready to start a new journey with yourself, hit like, comment "I'm ready," subscribe to the channel, and come back here every day. Because from this moment on, you won't live on autopilot anymore. You will awaken. Message 1. You don't control the world, you only control yourself every day. Countless things happen beyond your control. Rain pours when you forget your jacket. Someone criticizes you unfairly, or carefully laid plans collapse due to an unexpected twist. It's easy to feel helpless, frustrated, or even depressed when the world doesn't bend to your expectations. But here's what you need to realize. The world isn't obligated to follow your wishes, and you don't need it to. The only thing you truly need is the ability to control yourself. The philosopher Epictetus said, "Divide the world into two parts, what you can control and what you can't. Then focus entirely on the first and let go of the rest." This isn't advice to be passive or give up on life. On the contrary, it's the ultimate act of agency. Because only when you stop being rattled by things beyond your reach can you start living with your full strength. You can't control what others think of you, but you can control what you think of yourself. You can't control someone treating you poorly, but you can control your response and dignity in the face of it. You can't control life's curveballs, but you can control whether you turn them into lessons or burdens. In that choice, how you respond, you find freedom. True freedom isn't about escaping rules or circumstances. It's when your mind is no longer hijacked by what you can't change. Some people are wealthy but miserable, obsessed with others' opinions. Others are poor yet serene, focusing only on what they can master. Freedom lies in your perspective, not your situation. When you grasp this, you reclaim your life's energy. Instead of scattering it across everything, you channel it into one thing, yourself. Instead of trying to control the world, control yourself. Master your words, your daily habits, how you eat, sleep, think, and act. Be disciplined in the smallest things, because that's where your power lies. You can't stop the rain, but you can bring a jacket. You can't change your boss's temper, but you can change how you handle pressure. Every time you choose a deliberate, calm response over a knee-jerk negative reaction, you're strengthening your inner world, the one thing no one can take away. Look back at today. How many of your negative emotions came from trying to control what you couldn't? How many times did you blame yourself for others' mistakes? How much energy did you waste complaining instead of acting? If you shift your focus from the outside to the inside, you'll feel a transformation begin. Like a boat no longer tossed aimlessly by waves, you'll start steering toward the shore of purpose and peace. Stoicism doesn't teach you to be cold or detached. It teaches you to stay steady. Amid a chaotic world, you can be the calm center. Amid injustice, you can hold on to your integrity. Amid setbacks, you can live true to your values. Why? Because you know the one thing you control, yourself, And trust me, when you focus on mastering yourself, you'll start influencing the world. Your calm presence will resonate with others. Your principled actions will inspire them. By not letting emotions rule you, you won't just be stronger, you'll light the way for those who are lost. True power isn't about how many people obey you, it's about how well you lead yourself. If this message speaks to you, leave a comment with one word: self-mastery. It's a reminder you're on the right path. And if you want to continue this journey with daily insights like this video, subscribe and turn on notifications. You're not alone here. You're part of a community waking up together. Message 2. Everything passes, even pain and joy. There's a simple truth we often forget. Everything passes. The endless rain, the scorching sunny days, the brightest dreams, and the tear-soaked nightmares. All of it is part of the ceaseless flow of time and experience. The pain you carry today may feel like it will haunt you forever, but one morning, you'll wake up and find it fading, like ink dissolving in water. The joy you're savoring now may seem eternal, but it too will pass. Like even the most beautiful sunset must give way to night. Embracing this isn't pessimism, it's the highest form of awareness. Stoics understand that nothing is permanent, not emotions, not success, not failure. By grasping this impermanence, they learn to cherish the present more deeply, live more fully, love more wisely, and let go more easily. When you know everything passes, you stop clinging so tightly. You don't suffer as much for what's lost, nor do you grasp desperately at fleeting joys. You live like someone tending a fire, knowing its beauty can't last forever, so you treasure every moment it glows in your hands. Think back to your own life. How many times did you think you'd never survive a moment? A breakup that crushed you, a failure that made you doubt yourself, a hurtful word that cut deep. Yet here you are, still breathing, still moving forward. Not because life got softer, but because you changed through facing that pain. You learned to rise, to be patient, to bend without breaking. That's the magic of impermanence. It doesn't destroy you, it reshapes you into something new. Likewise, don't cling to happiness so tightly that you miss the present. Some people dwell on a golden past, ignoring the vibrant moment right in front of them. Others fear joy's end, holding on so fiercely that their grip breeds anxiety, not fulfillment. Happiness isn't about locking it away like treasure in a safe. It's about realizing, right now I'm happy. I know it won't last forever, but while it's here, I'll live it fully. That's where freedom lies. A key Stoic practice is to reflect on impermanence daily. You may have heard the phrase memento mori, remember you will die. It's not meant to scare or depress you. Instead, it's a call to live boldly and mindfully. When you know everything you have today could be gone tomorrow, you value every person you meet, every word you speak, every choice you make. You stop putting off what matters. You stop living carelessly because you know everything passes. This applies to your emotions too. Today you might feel terrible, like everything's falling apart, but if you pause, take a deep breath, and sit with it, you'll see that feeling won't last forever. It's like a rainstorm. You can't make it stop instantly, but you can open an umbrella, find shelter, or wait it out. The key is not to dissolve into the rain, not to let it sweep you away, because you know the rain will stop. Emotions, good or bad, are like guests in the house of your mind. Welcome them kindly, but don't let them take over. When you're happy, be grateful. When you're sad, accept it. When you're angry, observe it. When you're anxious, breathe. In every moment, remind yourself, this too shall pass. The peace you seek isn't in being emotionless. It's in understanding emotions' fleeting nature and not being ruled by them. If this message stirs something in you, leave a comment. I embrace impermanence. It's a quiet but powerful commitment to living with awareness. And don't forget to like this video and share it with someone lost in sorrow or clinging to the illusion that joy lasts forever. They need the reminder that life is a flowing river, and the most beautiful thing you can do is learn to glide with its current, fearless, unattached, and fully present in every moment. Message 3. You don't need to become someone else. You don't need to become someone else. This simple statement is a powerful declaration of inner freedom. In a world where you're surrounded by countless images of success, programmed beauty standards on social media, and glimpses of others' dream lives, it's easy to lose sight of yourself. You see someone making millions by 25, another jet-setting in luxury, or someone with a chiseled body from daily workouts, and you start feeling small, inadequate, not enough. But that's an illusion. There's no mandatory mold you must fit. You are you, with your own story, path, and purpose. And that's not just enough. It's profoundly valuable. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that true happiness comes from living in harmony with your own nature. Your nature isn't a copy of someone else or a version edited to please the crowd. You weren't born to mimic. You're here to express an authentic piece of life's vast tapestry. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Ask yourself often what your true nature is, and then live with that clarity." Nothing causes more suffering than rejecting yourself to chase an image society imposes. Even if you gain fame or success by playing a role, deep down you'll feel hollow, because it's not you. You could spend your life trying to be like someone else, but only when you dare to be yourself do you truly start living. This doesn't mean you stop learning or improving. It means you grow from your authentic foundation, not to fill a void others define. Picture an orange seed trying to grow into an apple tree. Not only is it futile, but it withers by denying its essence. You too can thrive and flourish, but only by embracing the seed of who you truly are. When you let go of the urge to become someone else, life feels lighter. You stop comparing endlessly. You shed the pressure to hit milestones that aren't yours. Most importantly, you gain the time and energy to explore, nurture, and love your true self. That's the start of the most beautiful relationship, the one with yourself. You're no longer a harsh critic judging yourself through others' eyes, but a trusted companion, grateful for and understanding of who you are. You've likely heard, "Be yourself, everyone else is already taken." But living it takes immense courage. Courage to say, "I'm not perfect, but I'm learning. I don't have all the answers, but I'm searching. I don't need to be like anyone else because I have my own path." It's a process, not a destination. And with each passing day, you'll grow steadier, not by forcing yourself to be more, but by rooting deeper into your true self. In Stoic practice, you're taught not to let external things define your intrinsic worth, not titles, wealth, praise, or criticism. They're like wind rippling a lake's surface. What matters is the stillness beneath, undisturbed by the waves. When you live authentically, you don't need external validation. Your confidence doesn't come from being recognized. It comes from no longer needing recognition at all. If you feel lost, ask yourself, am I trying to be someone others expect? Or am I living true to what I believe? That question could shift your life's direction. Don't fear starting over to return to yourself. That return isn't a step back. It's a journey home to your soul. If this message resonates, comment below. I choose to be myself. It's a commitment to stop comparing, to stop shrinking yourself just because you're not like others. If you're working daily to understand and love yourself, hit like to fuel that strength. And don't forget to subscribe to catch more videos that help you awaken, stay grounded, and live true to who you are. Message 4. Adversity is the forge of the spirit. There's one thing you can't escape in life: adversity. It comes in many forms: a career setback, a heartbreak, declining health, or a mental burden that feels insurmountable. Many see adversity as misfortune, a punishment, something to avoid at all costs. But Stoic philosophy teaches the opposite. Adversity isn't an enemy, but a stern teacher, and sometimes a silent friend that transforms you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The obstacle in the path is the path." This timeless truth has resonated for thousands of years because it holds a profound reality. The very things that hurt, frustrate, or break you can teach you strength, resilience, and wisdom beyond any textbook. When adversity strikes, you have two choices. You can give up, complain, and let pain consume your soul. Or you can face it, ask what it can teach you, and use it as a mirror to reveal a strength you never knew you had. It's in your darkest moments that you truly discover who you are. A person untested by hardship is like a sword never forged in fire, beautiful but brittle. A soul that hasn't overcome struggle is like a warrior trained only in theory, never in battle. You need pain to learn deep compassion, failure to value patience, and being lost to find direction. Epictetus, born a slave and raised in hardship, became one of history's most influential philosophers. Without adversity, would he have gained such profound insight into humanity and shared timeless wisdom? Adversity is the fire that tests gold. Each time you overcome a challenge, you don't just move closer to external goals. You grow stronger within. That strength is yours forever, a treasure hidden in suffering, reserved for those who dare to dig deep and endure. Picture this: a seed, if not buried in soil, pressed by darkness and the weight of earth, would never sprout into a tree. A diamond without the intense heat and pressure deep in the earth would remain mere coal. You're no different. You grow through pain, loss, and stumbles. In your moments of collapse, you have a chance to look within and uncover a strength you didn't know existed. Then you rise, not the same, but stronger, wiser. Don't wish for an easy life. Wish for a spirit strong enough to face whatever life brings. You can't control circumstances, but you can always control how you respond. A Stoic doesn't shy from suffering, but learns to walk through it, holding fast to integrity, refusing to complain, exaggerate, or fear. That's the real victory. If you're in a dark season today, remember, this is your forging process. Don't hate it or rush to escape. Instead, ask, what can I learn from this? Maybe it's compassion, maybe it's patience, maybe it's the courage to acknowledge pain without letting it rule you. Whatever it is, you're growing, and that matters more than anything. Seneca said, "Don't expect the world to favor you. It wasn't made to make you happy. It was made to test you and help you become yourself." Each time you overcome adversity, you take another step in your inner evolution, and you, nobody else, will feel that transformation most vividly. If these words touch your heart, take a moment to comment below, "I will turn adversity into strength." Let this community be a place where we share the Stoic spirit, lifting each other up in the toughest times. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you haven't already. Every interaction helps spread this positive message to more people. Message 5. Peace is a choice, not an outcome. Many believe peace only comes when everything external aligns perfectly, when you have enough money, a stable job, harmonious relationships, or restored health. But that's a misconception. Peace isn't a destination. It's an inner state you can choose no matter how chaotic the world around you. Stoic philosophy teaches that true peace doesn't come from controlling the world. It comes from controlling yourself. You don't need to wait for life to be perfect to breathe deeply and feel calm. Instead, you can learn to choose peace amid imperfection. Consider this: If you tie your peace to external conditions, you're handing the key to your emotions to the outside world. The scary truth is that the world is ever-changing, chaotic, unfair, unpredictable. If you let your mind depend on it, you'll live in anxiety, discontent, or fear. But if you separate peace from circumstances, you'll discover it's always there, deep within, a place no one can touch but you. It's your unshakable core, steady no matter how fierce the storm. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The one who can live calmly in chaos is truly free." This freedom isn't about shirking responsibilities or escaping society. It's freedom from negative emotions driven by external events. Aurelius lived through wars, political schemes, illness, and death, yet he maintained his composure. This proves peace is a skill you can cultivate, a choice you can make every day, in every moment. Think back to the last time you felt angry, anxious, or hurt. Maybe something didn't go your way. Maybe someone wounded you. But if you look closely, you'll see the emotion didn't come from the event itself, but from how you interpreted it. Someone else might face the same situation and stay calm because they think differently. You can do the same. When insulted, you can choose to react or not. When a project fails, you can choose to blame or learn. When misunderstood, you can choose to argue or stay silent. In every situation, you have the power to choose inner peace. A vital Stoic tool is the pause. Before reacting, Stoics stop. They observe their emotions, asking, "Where is this feeling coming from? Is it necessary? Does it serve me?" Only then do they act. That's why Stoics aren't easily shaken. They don't let life drag them like a boat tossed by waves. They steer, choose their direction, and create peace by refusing to dwell on what's beyond their control. Peace isn't the absence of noise. It's the ability to not be swayed by it. You can live in a bustling city amid relentless social pressures, yet if your inner world is strong, you can be an oasis. That's why some seek peace by escaping, traveling, detoxing, unplugging from social media, but return to life feeling just as unsettled. They haven't changed within. The truth is, you don't need to change the world. You need to change how you receive and respond to it. When you do, peace stops being elusive. It becomes your way of life. Try asking yourself each morning, no matter what happens today, can I choose to hold on to my peace? Focus on your breath, your awareness, the subtle shifts when emotions arise. Each time you resist reacting impulsively, you create more room for peace to grow. Over time, it becomes second nature. You won't need to try to stay calm. You'll simply be calm. If this resonates and you're ready to walk the path of inner peace, comment below. I choose peace every day. It's not just a statement, it's a commitment to yourself. Share this video with a loved one trapped in anxiety, anger, or chaos. This message might be the wake-up call they need. If you haven't subscribed, hit the button and turn on notifications to catch every video that helps you live more deeply and resiliently each day. Message 6. Today could be your last day. Pause for a moment and imagine, if today were your final day, what would you do? What would you say to those you love? What worries would you let go of? How would you act differently? This question isn't meant to scare or depress you. It's meant to wake you up. Because here's a truth we often ignore. Every morning you open your eyes, there's no guarantee you'll wake again tomorrow. Life is a fragile, fleeting gift. And it's that very fragility that makes it so precious. Stoic philosophy calls this memento mori. Remember, you will die. Not to be morbid, but to live more fully, more meaningfully, more deeply in every moment. It may sound harsh, but face it. You don't know how much time you have. Some leave this world without saying goodbye, with dreams unfinished, grudges unresolved, or self-forgiveness ungranted. Death doesn't schedule appointments, and time waits for no one. So you can't afford to live as if you have endless tomorrows. Stop postponing what matters. Don't hold back words left unsaid. Love, apologize, give thanks, be real. Start that thing you've always dreamed of. Don't wait until the light fades to realize you never truly lived. The wise don't live in fear of death. They live with awareness of it. That awareness makes them choose wiser actions, love more deeply, and let go more easily. When you know everything is temporary, petty things lose their grip. An insult, a misunderstanding, a failure, they no longer consume your mind for days. Instead, you cherish a warm glance, a quiet morning, a moment with loved ones. You stop rushing through life. Stop living distractedly. You start being fully present in each second of your existence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Live as if you were dying, because you are." These words aren't frightening, they're liberating. When you embrace this mindset, you stop living for others' expectations, wasting time on meaningless tasks or drowning in vague fears. Instead, you choose what's right, kind, and meaningful. You dare to face the truth. You dare to love unconditionally. You dare to live as yourself with courage and clarity. Ask yourself, if today were your last, would you spend hours mindlessly scrolling social media? Would you put off calling your parents? Would you keep dwelling on past regrets or future worries? Probably not. You'd want to be fully present. You'd want to give more. You'd want to forgive others and yourself. You'd want to laugh more, hug someone tightly, and gaze at the sunset as if seeing it for the first time. Start living like that today. Don't wait for life to force you awake. Don't wait for a tragedy, a loss, or a painful wake-up call. Let wisdom and awareness stir you, not pain. Choose to live with purpose before life makes you grasp its meaning. When you live each day as if it's your last, you'll live with profound gratitude, deep empathy, and a love and strength that transcend ordinary limits. If this moves you, if it sparks something within, comment below. I will live fully today. It's not just words, it's a commitment. Share this video with those you care about. They might need this reminder to stop wasting time, stop living in fear, and start living authentically. If you're on a journey of daily self-growth, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Here, we don't just talk about ideas, we practice together to become the strongest, most awake version of ourselves. Message 7. It all starts from within. It all starts from within. This isn't just an inspirational slogan. It's a timeless truth proven over thousands of years through philosophy, psychology, and the lived experiences of those who've weathered life's greatest storms. When life backs you into a corner, when the world outside becomes chaotic and unpredictable, the only thing you can truly control is your response, your thoughts, your attitude toward life. It's not what happens to you that defines your life, but how you perceive and handle those events that makes the difference. And to do that, you must start from within yourself. When you feel stuck, disappointed, or lost, it's easy to blame circumstances, others, or fate. But Stoicism teaches us, don't waste energy trying to change what's beyond your control. Focus all your attention on the one thing you can master, your inner world. Picture your mind as a garden. If you don't tend to it, weed it, or nurture it daily, it will grow thorns, weeds, and debris. But if you cultivate it with stillness, gratitude, courage, humility, and compassion, that garden will bloom vibrantly, even if storms rage outside. All lasting change begins with a tiny shift in the mind. When you change how you see yourself, you change how you treat the world. When you choose to let go of anger, you stop being controlled by it. When you practice patience, you're less swayed by impulsive emotions. When you learn to forgive, You free yourself from the burden of resentment. No one can force you to take these actions. Only you can choose and act on them. That is the greatest power. Mastery over yourself. Remember, a building cannot stand firm if its foundation is weak. A tree cannot grow tall if its roots don't dig deep into the soil. The same goes for you. You can't expect outer peace, success, or happiness if your inner world is chaotic, anxious, or disordered. What's outside reflects your inner reality. If your life feels empty, it may be because your inner world is hollow. If everyone seems hateful, it may be because you're filled with resentment. But if you learn to accept, let go, love yourself, and live responsibly, the world will feel gentler, more peaceful, not because it changed, but because you changed from within. One of the most powerful expressions of living from within is maintaining inner stillness. In an era where everything moves fast, where noise, information, expectations, and pressures surround every moment, those who can keep their mind calm possess true strength. They don't react instantly to every external trigger. They choose to think, slow down, and listen to their heart before acting. This stillness isn't laziness or avoidance. It's an active choice, a profound form of control rooted in self-understanding. You must also realize that no one can walk this inward journey for you. Videos like this, great books, or wise advice can only open the door. You have to step through and keep going. Each morning, take a few minutes to ask yourself, what's in my mind today? Anxiety, anger, judgment, or gratitude, optimism, love. Each evening, reflect on your day and ask, did I live from within or was I pulled by external forces? These questions, repeated daily, will help you build a true inward-focused habit, not closing yourself off, but digging deep into the roots of your actions to ensure you're living authentically, not pretending or living for others' approval. If you want to change your life, start by observing yourself. Pause, take a deep breath, and be honest. What in you is blocking peace and happiness? What are you denying? What are you overly dependent on? You'll realize much of your suffering comes from your own thoughts, not the world. That's when change begins. You don't need grand gestures. Just step back each day to see your mind clearer, and you're on the right path. It all starts from within. No external thing can make you happy if you're empty inside. No praise will make you feel whole if you don't love yourself. No achievement will bring peace if you're driven by fear of judgment. But when you build a resilient inner world, you'll see you don't need to chase anyone. You just need to be yourself, every day, authentically and deeply. That is the path to true freedom. If this message touched something in your heart, don't forget to like the video, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel to catch more videos on the journey of self-growth. Together, we'll build a community strong from within, resilient in storms, and shining as we were born to do. Thank you for listening. Keep living deeply and powerfully from within, for that is the root of all good things on this journey. Dear friend, if you've listened this far, it's not just patience. It's a sign that something within you is stirring. Perhaps it's a smoldering flame, a yearning to live true to yourself, a desire to break free from the chaotic noise and return to your core. The messages you've just heard aren't sermons or instant success formulas. They are reminders, ones you should revisit daily, like a journey back to your inner self. In a world full of noise, keeping your mind clear, your heart steadfast, and acting from your inner values is a revolutionary act. Don't let this video be a fleeting moment. Make it part of your daily practice. Each morning when you wake, each time you feel lost, come back and listen again. To remind yourself you can master yourself. You don't need to be anyone else. You are enough and evolving. Comment below. I awaken every day to mark the start of your transformation today. Don't forget to hit like if you found this video valuable and share it with someone you care about. Who knows, a single phrase here might change someone's life. And if you want to join this journey of personal growth, wisdom, and inner strength, subscribe to the channel to never miss another message. You're not alone. We're walking this path of awakening together, every day, step by step, with clarity and resolve.